Welcome to my Neptune series. Neptune is the planet of dreams and illusions and psychic abilities and the ways that we try to escape. So knowing the house placement of your Neptune can really help you to avoid some potential pitfalls and to thrive in your life. In this video, we're going to talk about Neptune in the second house. Now, if you don't know which house your Neptune is in, here is how you can find out. If you're unsure where Neptune falls in your chart, here's how you can find out. First, you'll need to gather your birth information, including your birth date, birth time, and birth location. Once you have that information, click on the link in the description below. This will bring you to a chart generator. And once you're there, input all of your birth information. Next, select the chart drawing ascendant option. This will bring you to your chart, which will look something like this. Once you're there, you want to look for the symbol that looks like a person with their arms up. I swear that's what it looks like. Here's the symbol for Neptune. So look around your chart until you find that symbol. Once you've found it, look for the tiny little number near the center of the triangle that the Neptune symbol falls in. This number is the house of your Neptune. In this chart, you'll see that Neptune is in the 8th house, but in your chart, it could be any house 1 through 12. Neptune in the second house, my friends. This can be a little bit of an intense placement because this brings the Neptunian dreaminess to the house that rules our money and our income and our possessions. So this can mean that we are not able to see things like our finances and our sense of self and our worth as clearly as other people might be able to. So in one sense, Neptune in the second house, it can give us a dream of a luxurious life. If you have Neptune in the second house, you might dream of being very wealthy. You might dream of being able to afford wonderful vacations. You might dream of owning the most perfect car and the most beautiful home, and you might dream of having a job with a really high salary that just pays for all the beautiful things that you would like to have in your life. And what I'm here to tell you is that you can make that dream come true, but in order to do it, you've got to face reality and face where you're at right now and work really, really hard to get there. Neptune shows areas of our life where we are prone to getting taken advantage of. We are prone to falling into an illusion. So with Neptune in the second house, we could end up getting tricked by an employer, for example. Maybe we find ourselves scrolling through job ads and maybe we see something that looks like the perfect job. Maybe it is, for example, working on a cruise ship and it says, this is wonderful, you're going to be able to travel the whole world, you're going to be able to make all these friends and living on a boat. What could be any better? And you think, yes, here it is. Here's the answer to my prayers. This is the best job I could ever imagine. I'm going to get to make money by having this luxurious lifestyle and wonderful food and all of this, right? Okay, this could happen to someone with Neptune in the second house. But then maybe you just jump right in, take a leap of faith, sign up for working on the cruise ship without ever thinking about some of the potential downsides. And then maybe what you find is you actually get that job working on the cruise ship and it isn't anything that you imagined. Maybe what you actually find is that you're working really, really long hours, and maybe you realize you didn't actually tabulate how much you were really going to be making, and maybe you're not making hardly anything. And you're working all the time, maybe you don't have access access to the guest spaces that you were imagining. So maybe you're not getting to eat unlimited food from the buffet or having wonderful romantic nights out. Maybe it's nothing like what you actually thought it was going to be. With Neptune in the second house, you can find that your work life or the ways that you earn money just don't match that dream, or that they always feel that you're always getting a dose of reality when it comes to money, finance, work. And with this placement, it can be really important to ask your friends and family members to help keep you grounded and keep you in reality, and not help you to not get too carried away, especially when it comes to your money, your finances, and your work life. If you have this placement, it is extremely important for you to budget, okay? People with this placement could have a hard time seeing the money that's coming in and the money that's going out clearly. You could be prone to just thinking, you know what, I'll just do what feels right and everything's gonna turn out fine with my money. But that is unlikely to happen with Neptune in the second house, so you need to actually get pen and paper, and you need to track exactly what you're making after taxes, what you really have left over, what's going to your housing, what's going to your food. You need to keep track. Don't just spend with a credit card or something like that and just think that everything's gonna be fine. Challenge yourself to track every single dollar and every single cent that is coming in, and every single dollar and every cent that is going out. This is so important with Neptune in the second house, because with this placement, you can fall into the sort of American dream. I know that some people watching might not be from the US, but hopefully you're familiar with this idea of the American dream. It's sort of this idea that you can be born into poverty, and through hard work and entrepreneurship, you can then become extremely wealthy. That's the American dream. And with Neptune in the second house, you might really believe that that is going to happen to you, that you can just go to college, get good grades, work hard, and that you're eventually going to end up wealthy. That doesn't really happen for that many people. That probably might not even happen for anyone in this day and age. And with Neptune in the second house, you can just get tricked by anybody that tells you that you can earn money through doing this or that. So a lot of people with Neptune in the second house, I think, have been tricked by false promises about education. Just go to this school, just get this degree, and you'll get an amazing job, and you'll be very prosperous. People with Neptune in the second house can also get tricked by promises of quick money. So that could come from finding themselves, reeled into taking out loans that they don't know how they're going to be able to pay back, through like playing the lottery and thinking like, I'm gonna win, my dream is gonna come true. Or like we mentioned, employment opportunities that are sort of too good to be true, or any sort of free money. Like someone might offer to loan you money and you might think, yeah, great, I really want money right now, without really thinking about the interest on that loan and how much money it's really going to cost you in the long term. I would recommend for people with Neptune in the second house that they don't really take out any sort of loans or any sort of debt, and that they try to just live within their means. Neptune is about psychic abilities and creative abilities and spirituality in general, and the second house is about what we earn, our earned income. So with this placement, you could find, if you work on developing your intuition and your understanding of spirituality and your healing energies, you may be able to actually make money or earn an income from those Neptunian qualities. This could actually bring somebody who's able to make a living as an artist or as a psychic or some other sort of Neptune-ruled profession. I think somebody with Neptune in the second house could also earn a lot by selling drinks, for example, by being a bartender or a barista or something like that. But if you do have Neptune in the second house, make sure that you're making money from alcohol, not that you're spending all your money on alcohol, because that would be the lower side of Neptune. With Neptune in the second house, you're probably not able to see your own value very clearly. So with this placement, it's really important to ask for feedback from other people about your skills and what they value within you, because you could walk through life not ever really knowing what your skills are, especially your skills that can earn you money. Depending on how this manifests, Neptune in the second house could give you unstable self-worth. Unstable for sure, but it could give you low self-worth. You could feel like too dreamy when it comes to work. You might not see what you are bringing to the table. So understand that you can make your professional dreams come true, and you can have all of those things that you want to have. To get there, you are going to have to really come to reality, get the training that you need, do the networking that you need, save the money that you need, make sound investments to make those dreams come true. Try very hard just not to escape responsibility when it comes to work and your money and your finances and that type of stuff. Like really, really show up. Face the music, face reality, go to work hard, and use your Neptunian skills, because with Neptune in the second house, one of your greatest skills is probably your sensitivity. It's probably your ability to feel connected to everyone. Don't look at your dreaminess and your creativity and your intuition as a weakness. Figure out ways that you can bring these qualities to your work, to your workplace. Figure out ways to incorporate your sensitivity and your creativity into your job, and that is how you will actually be able to make money, and that you'll be able to bring your dreams of prosperity to life. If anybody ever makes you a financial promise that seems too good to be true, it is too good to be true, and just turn around and walk in the other direction. Anything that promises to triple or quadruple your money overnight is not real, and don't get involved with it. Don't get involved with any pyramid schemes. Don't get involved with any sort of gimmicks like that tell you that you're going to be able to make a whole bunch of money. Take a more pragmatic and conservative approach. With that said, if you have Neptune in the second house, it could be very, very good for you to learn to work with spiritual energies and harness spiritual energies in concert with hard work, but to harness spiritual energies to grow your finances and grow your money, because you probably actually have a natural ability to manifest money using spiritual power, using Neptunian sort of powers. Study things like the law of attraction or laws of manifestation, or to do reading and research on how to manifest money. I'm not super familiar with anybody who teaches those sort of concepts, but I know that there are books at the library and things like that on these topics. Pair very pragmatic ways of growing your money and your worth, like investing in trainings and schooling and saving money and making sound investments, with also the Neptunian qualities of visualizing your ideal self, visualizing your dream future, and working with the spiritual energies to manifest money, working with money crystals, money candles, things like that, and working hard. If you can find that center point where you're doing both, where you're taking responsibility for your value, where you're investing in yourself, making yourself worth more, where you're working hard in jobs that use skills that you really have and that you're doing good with your money, and you are also understanding that your Neptunian qualities, your creative qualities, your spiritual energy can also be used in order to make your most prosperous life. When you find that center point between both, that's when you've really made it. With Neptune in the second house, that's when you've really, really made it. Try not to let your sensitivity get in the way in the workplace. Figure out a way to stay really, really balanced and to stay grounded while you're at work. Don't try to escape the responsibilities of work or go into your shell when you're at your job, because when you bring your beautiful creativity and sensitivity and Neptunian quality to the forefront at work, then you're going to get a lot more recognized. People are going to be able to see your value, and you are going to be able to make more money and become more prosperous. So yeah, all of you beauties with Neptune in the second house, I know that this world and the financial realities of this world can seem a little bit harsh sometimes, but what you'll find is that the more that you focus on facing the truth of where you're at right now with work and with money and with your sense of worth, then the more that the doors will open up for you and the pathway to your greatest abundance and prosperity, the more that it will become clear to you. So thank you all for watching this video on Neptune in the second house. I hope that you have enjoyed it and that it's given you some greater insight about who you are. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and namaste. Bye.